What's up mga kauod? Welcome to Vince Vlog. So for today's vlog, I will be doing a bookbang, meaning you'll get to know my books and also I will introduce myself or you will get to know me better. So first of all, my full name is Vince Chasbihibe. I'm currently a third year student taking up Bachelor of Arts in Communication at the Universidad de Manila. And if there will be three words to describe me or that fit me, these words are first, I am adventurous. Adventurous in a way that I explore things, I want to try things on my own. I'm very curious and I want to get out of my own box, to get out of my comfort zone. The next word would be optimistic. I'm very optimistic in a way that I see things. I see things in a larger picture, in a positive way. I became an optimistic person since I've gotten into a mental health and stability 2 years ago. I've had a rough year and I've had a hard time to deal with these problems and dilemmas, and I am really happy and lucky that I finally cope with these problems and issues in my life. The last word would be loving. I love people, not just people, but the surroundings, the nature, the animals, all the living things, even, and I believe that love is the most powerful weapon in this world because it surrounds us, it evolves us, it's just around us. Okay. Now since I've done introducing myself, it's time to introduce my books. The first book that I will introduce to you is the very first book that I read, titled Carlos Castaneda, Tales of Power, the phenomenal bestseller that concludes Castaneda's extraordinary initiation into sorcery. Here. I read this when I was in junior high school. At that time, I was not very fond of reading books. I I was not into books before, but luckily, this college year, when I was in my second year, one of our professors introduced me, or rather us, to books. He said that we should read and read and read because it is very important to read books because you'll gain a lot of learnings and a lot of knowledge. In fact, this professor, he let me borrow one of his books titled Seduction and Solitude, written by Dan Tannermoto. Dan Tannermoto is an author who is part of the LGBTQ community. Through this book, I entered the magical world of books. It may sound corny, but it's just how I feel. And because of this book, I gained the love of reading books and the love of collecting books, of buying books. And I was very enthralled upon reading this, and because of this book, I am now reading and buying books. So these are my accomplishments in my life. It all started back when I was in junior high school. I joined different contests. I attended seminars, forums, and the likes. And also, I became part of the Boys and Girls Week when I was in ninth grade and 10th grade. And now in my college year, I've got a lot of recognition. I've been a Dean's Lister. I also became the director or the overall chairman of our department's annual SALIC Awards in 2018. I was a part of different organizations. In fact, I been into 4 organizations. I am a second year representative of our department's student council, the Young Mass Communicator Society. I also a part of the Supreme Student Government, the highest student governing of the school. I'm one of the committee heads. I was a part of Radio Veritas social media team head. I was also the editor-in-chief of the official student publication of the Universidad de Manila, the La Universidad. It's time for book introducing again. Now this time I will introduce my favorite books, one of which is the last book of the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, of course, written by J.K. Rowling. So aside from being a Potterhead and an avid fan of the Harry Potter, this is one of my favorite books because I really love magic, sorcery, sort of sorcery. And my second favorite is The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Why this became my favorite? It became one of my favorites because it was introduced by one of my professors when I was in senior high school. I was very excited and very enthralled when she introduced me this book on the memoir of Anne Frank of how she survived the Holocaust in Germany. Okay, the reason that inspires me the most to choose Bachelor of Arts in Communication as my program is that I really want to hone my communication prowess because when I was in junior high school, I was part of our journalism. I was part of our school's obligation, and up until now, and that's why I took up humanities and social sciences because I really want to become a writer or become a journalist someday. And 10 years from now, I see myself still studying, but in the law field because I want to pursue law. I want to continue law. I want to um, I want to become an attorney someday. I want to become a lawyer journalist, and if I will have to become it, I will be a lawyer for the poor. To I want to serve justice fairly, not just to the privileged one, but also to the poor. Okay, it's time again for book introducing. This time I will introduce my currently book titled A Way to Reply, a novel by Don Shen. I'm stuck in this book because I am into reading slam this past few weeks. That's why I haven't finished this yet. And of course, there are a lot of activities in school and household chores that somehow forbid me to read book. For my greatest achievement so far, that would be when I attended the RSSPC or the Regional Secondary School Press Conference when I was in 10th grade. in Mandaluyong City, where I met Bam Alegre, and I became one of the representatives of the city of Manila in editorial writing. It's my greatest achievement so far because I am not expecting to be one of the lists or one of the representatives that will represent the city of Manila. And also, I gained new friends, I gained a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge during those times, and it, it's just very memorable and very nostalgic when I still remember it. And now for my expectations in this virtual learning for this class, for this subject are the following. Although it's very hard to execute the necessary skills that needed in this subject, but I also want to explore what is social psychology is all about, what are the things that I will learn, or what are the things that I will explore, and what could be the outcomes when I finish taking this subject. And of course, to learn more about the people's behavior, attitudes, beliefs, and so on and so forth. Now, for the last book introducing, although I really want to show you all of my books, but it's a matter of time, but I will just show a montage of all my books at the end of this video. The last book that I will introduce to you is probably my most expensive books that I've got. So this is Mythology, Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes, the 75th Anniversary Illustrated Edition. So this was from Edith Hamilton, illustrations by Jim Tierney. This one, it's kind of heavy. Chanan. I got this in a very expensive price, but I will not tell it because it's too expensive. Okay, I bought this book because I'm an avid fan of gods and goddesses of mythology, not just Greek mythology, but also Roman, Norse, and so on and so forth. So I haven't reading this yet because I still want to finish my other books. So that concludes this bookbang and this self-introduction. I hope you like this video.